we have both crews are level. Princeton trying to make a push here right before the 500-meter mark, but Cornell responding. There's not a foot that separates these crews right now. At the 500-meter gone rate, Cornell still striking a 38. Princeton at a 37. Princeton may have a slight lead now over Cornell, but Cornell not giving an inch. Cornell pushing back now. Again, we have almost perfect racing conditions here, almost no wind, very flat water as the crews battle each other out. Princeton making a push here. Princeton has about a seat advantage, trying to stretch that to 2. Cornell trying to respond here. Cornell rowing at about a 33 at this point. Princeton at a 35. Princeton clearly moving now as the crews approach the 750 gone. Princeton making a big push out to about 4 seats and trying to press it now. Cornell not able to respond yet. Princeton sitting at about 5 seats out now after their big move, rowing at about a 37. Cornell at a 35. Now Cornell trying to move back. Cornell rowing in a black Vespoli. Princeton in their silver king shell. Princeton pushing again. Cornell trying to push back, but it's Princeton out by about 8 seats now and starting to push away. It's Princeton pushing out as the crews approach the middle of this race. Princeton making a decisive move here. Princeton rating at 37, Cornell at 37. But it's Princeton out to about a length lead and settling into a nice rhythm now as they are trying to inch away from Cornell. Stay back with the official. Is Cornell trying to move now, making a push here in the beginning of the third 500, but Princeton looking very strong with about a length lead over the Cornell freshman now. Princeton maintaining a rate of striking of 37. Cornell at a 36. Princeton trying to inch their lead out with a little bit of open water now over Cornell. As the crews pass the 750 to go mark, it's Princeton with what's starting to be a commanding lead here and looking very strong in front of this Cornell freshman crew. Cornell at a 37, trying to make a push back now, maybe pushing back into Princeton, but Princeton responding, moving their rating to 37-38, maintaining that length plus lead as they approach the last 500 meters of this race. Absolutely beautiful racing conditions here, very little wind, flat water, both crews looking very clean, very strong, but it's Princeton that's leading this race as they now enter the last 500 of this course. So it's Princeton at a 36 with about a half length open now on Cornell, who's racing at also at a 36, but starting to move their rating up, now inside the last 500, trying to come back on this Princeton crew. Princeton not letting them, moving their rating up. Princeton now at a 38, Cornell at a 37. Princeton leading this race as they come into the last 30 strokes, the last 250. Princeton maintaining what is at least a half length of open water over the Cornell freshman. Cornell not giving up. Cornell now pushing again, moving their rating. Cornell at a 39 as they enter the last 250. Cornell at a 40, with Princeton with about half to 3/4 of a length of open water, now responding, moving their rating. Princeton at a 41. Cornell at a 40. And it's Princeton that will go on to win this race. There's about 10 strokes left. They've got about half a length of open. Cornell trying to sprint to the line here, making a strong push to close the gap. They're at a 42, but it's going to be Princeton across the line. now, and Cornell, closing the gap, will cross the line now. So it'll be the Princeton freshman that will remain undefeated, taking the Harriett Cup.